I'm just waiting for the second hand to hit the 12. All right, good morning, church.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to St. Paul's United Methodist Church on this beautiful summer day. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Janine Hill. I'm a retired United Methodist licensed local pastor, and I'm here to help lead worship today while Pastor Charles is at annual conference. So,
Yay!
yay! So welcome all of you who are here with us in person and online, and direct your attention to the announcements in the bulletin. One is about the Women's Summer Book Group. That'll start on Thursday the 27th. And then the virtual Adult Mission Youth Study Welcome Home, led by me, online. You know, when I was here last fall, Belinda said, "Are you interested in leading a Mission U?" And I said, "Well, I might be." So about 3 months later, I get an email. "So remember when I asked you, are you interested?" And I said yes. So it's going to be a great study. It's called Welcome Home, about how we find our home in God. And once we know that, how we can reach out to others to help them find their home in God as well. So it's going to be a great study. If you have a chance to attend, that would be great. I think that's all the announcements. So let's hear our prelude, and then we'll begin worship.
Please stand as you are able and join me in the call to worship. Oh, thank God, He is so good. His love never runs out.
All of you set free by God, tell the world. Tell how He freed you from oppression, then rounded you up from all over the place.
Some of you set sail in big ships. You put to sea to do business in faraway ports. Out at sea, you saw God in action, saw his breathtaking ways with the ocean.
With the word he called up the wind, an ocean storm, towering waves.
Then you called out to God in your desperate condition. He got you out in the nick of time. He quieted the wind down to a whisper, put a muzzle on all the big waves.
So thank God for his marvelous love, for his miracle mercy to the children he loves. Lift high your praises when the people assemble.
Please note we're only singing the first 3 verses of hymn number 512. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind. Who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up your loins like a man. I will question you, and you shall declare to me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determined its measurements? Surely you know. Or who stretched the line upon it? On what were its bases sunk? Or who laid its counterstone? When the morning stars sang together and all the heavenly beings shouted for joy? Or Who shut in the sea with doors when it burst out from the wall? When I made the clouds its garments, and thick darkness its swaddling band, and prescribed bounds for it, and set bars and doors, and said, thus far you shall come, and no farther. And here shall your proud waves be stopped. We're having a tactical meeting, strategic planning back here, sorry. Now is our time for prayers, concerns, joys, whatever. But I'm starting it because I have a quick one. I'm asking for travel mercies for myself and my husband. We're leaving Wednesday through the 11th of July to Alaska.
Ooh.
So if we would be safe and
Yes.
travels go smoothly with his new oxygen concerns.
So I guess we're tag teaming them today. Belinda gave me a whole list of joys, and first on the list is that Bishop Karen Oliveto has reappointed Pastor Charles to serve St. Paul's UMC family for another year. And then there's a birthday this Wednesday. Betty say 57 years?
Yes.
Yes, so happy anniversary. And then this Tuesday, Austin and Joan Cooper also have an anniversary. And then there are two concerns. Prayers for Dean Hansen, who's dealing with medical challenges in Winside, Nebraska. Prayers for him and all who love and care for him. Pastor Charles served that United Methodist Church when he first married Belinda in 1997. So they have a connection there. And also prayers for the people of Ruidoso, New Mexico, who are trying to recover from a major fire and the death of at least 2 residents who didn't escape.